Hi everyone, I am Lindsay from thetostedpinenut.com, and today we're making double chocolate banana bread. It is rich, it's decadent, it's chocolatey, and it's made with wholesome ingredients that you can feel good about. Alright, so what you're gonna need for this recipe are 2 spotty, perfectly ripe bananas, some eggs, coconut sugar, almond butter. We're also gonna need some blanched almond flour, baking powder, sea salt, cocoa powder, and some dark chocolate chips. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is mash our bananas in the bowl. So we're gonna peel them. All right, so we're just gonna mash this up with our fork. And now we're gonna crack our eggs into the bowl. All right, so now we're going to add the almond butter. So when I look for almond butter, I make sure that the only ingredient is almonds. You could also use a peanut butter, a tahini, whatever you prefer. And the last thing we're gonna add before we whisk everything together is just a little bit of coconut sugar. Whisk it up to combine it. All right, so now we're gonna add blanched almond flour. You could also use a cashew flour or hazelnut flour or even a gluten-free oat flour. I would stay away from coconut flour. So many of you guys ask if you can sub in coconut flour, and coconut flour tends to be super drying. So I would stay with a nut flour like almond flour. All right, next up we are adding the cocoa powder. So now we're gonna add the baking powder and the sea salt. This is 3 teaspoons of baking powder, which seems like a lot, but almond flour tends to be pretty heavy, so it needs help rising. So we're adding 3 teaspoons. Whisk it to combine. The last thing we're gonna do is add some dark chocolate chips. I'm gonna put most of these in, but I'm gonna save some to sprinkle on top. Fold it in. All right, so this is all whisked together and combined. So I just lined a bread pan with some parchment paper, and I'm gonna transfer it into the pan. All right, so we're just gonna bang this on the counter a little bit to even everything out. All right, so I like to top off my banana bread with an extra almond butter drizzle and some chocolate chips. You could also get fancy and cut up some banana pieces and put them on top. But right now, we're just gonna drizzle. And now we're going to sprinkle some chocolate chips on top. All right, so now we're going to bake this at 350 for 40 minutes. All right, so I'm just gonna loosen up the edges. And now we can just lift it out and slice into it. All right, and now we get to do the best part, which is take a bite. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so good. It is so rich, so dark, and so chocolatey. You guys are going to love this banana bread. I'm completely obsessed. It's one of those recipes that's perfect to make on a Sunday night when you have those old spotty bananas and you can have a delicious chocolatey slice every day of the week. Anyway, I hope you guys make this recipe. I hope you love it. You can find the full recipe on my blog, thetostedpinenut.com, and I will see you next time. Bye.